Tensions between the United States and certain Asian nations could make it extremely hard for citizens from these countries to work in America under a Trump administration. Countries like North Korea, Iran, and Afghanistan are obvious due to security concerns, but others such as China, Pakistan, Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Myanmar may also face strict restrictions. Policies could target visas, work permits, and green cards, making employment opportunities nearly impossible. For skilled professionals, students, or migrants, this means planning alternative pathways abroad or focusing on remote work. The rules could change fast, leaving many hopeful applicants uncertain about their U.S. futures. For many families, it's life-changing. But in 2025, some Asian nations face serious challenges. New policies under Trump's administration have made it much harder for citizens of certain countries to find work in the U.S. In this video, we'll go over 7 Asian countries that may face the toughest restrictions on U.S. work visas and explain the reasons behind these changes. We'll also explore how it affects students, professionals, and families, and what alternatives they might consider. Number 7. Vietnam. Vietnam has long been a country whose workers sought opportunities in the U.S., ranging from factory jobs to skilled professions. But in 2025, several factors are making it more difficult for Vietnamese citizens to gain entry for employment. Trade and labor issues. The U.S. has raised concerns about Vietnam's labor laws. Worker protections are seen as weak, and there have been reports of unfair business practices. As a result, the U.S. government is cautious about approving new work visas for Vietnamese applicants. Political alignment. Vietnam's growing relationship with China is another concern. In Washington, countries aligned with China are sometimes viewed as less reliable partners. This perception makes U.S. authorities more hesitant to issue visas. Impact on workers. Students hoping for internships, service staff applying for hospitality jobs, and skilled professionals are all feeling the effects. Applications take longer to process, extra documentation is required, and some may even be denied outright. Practical example: imagine a Vietnamese engineer applying for an H-1B visa to work in Silicon Valley. Even with strong credentials, they might face weeks of additional screening or questions about their country's political ties. In summary, in 2025, the future looks uncertain for Vietnamese workers aiming for long-term careers in the U.S. While the country is not banned completely, opportunities are shrinking, and the process is more complex than ever. Number 6. India. India has been a major source of skilled workers for the U.S., particularly in technology, healthcare, and engineering. Yet, in 2025, Trump's policies are making it harder for Indian professionals to secure work opportunities. Immigration limits. There are stricter caps on H-1B and other work visas, which have historically been relied upon by Indian IT and healthcare professionals. This means fewer approvals are granted each year. America First policy. Trump's focus on prioritizing American workers for high-paying jobs has affected foreign applicants. Even highly skilled Indian workers now face more interviews, longer processing times, and additional documentation requirements. Family and student impact. Many Indian families planning relocation face uncertainty. Students seeking internships or practical training in the U.S. also experience delays, limiting their career growth and educational opportunities. For example, a software engineer from Bangalore hoping to join a U.S. tech firm may now face months of delays and additional scrutiny, despite having years of experience and strong academic credentials. To sum up, Indian workers seeking U.S. employment in 2025 encounter stricter regulations, slower processing, and higher rejection risks, especially for long-term relocation plans. Number 5. Iran. Iranian citizens face one of the most challenging situations in 2025 when it comes to working in the U.S. Political tensions and sanctions. The long-standing political issues between Iran and the U.S., including nuclear concerns and past conflicts, have led to stricter visa restrictions, security-based travel bans. Many Iranian applicants, even skilled professionals or experienced workers, undergo heavy background checks. In some cases, applications are denied outright. Impact on families and professionals. Iranian students, engineers, and healthcare workers face significant obstacles. Even if they meet educational and professional requirements, national security concerns may prevent them from working in the U.S. For instance, an Iranian doctor hoping to join a U.S. hospital may experience months of delays and additional interviews. and their family may struggle to gain accompanying visas. In summary, for Iranians, 2025 means very limited access to employment in the US. Families and professionals must consider alternatives, such as jobs in nearby countries or remote work opportunities. Cuban workers have, historically sought opportunities in the US, especially in fields like healthcare, education, or technology. But in 2025, things have gotten tougher. With political tensions rising, the Trump administration has, taken a much stricter stance on Cuba, making it a lot harder for citizens to get work visas. It's important to remember that many Cubans already live in the US, but to control new migration waves, authorities have seriously increased scrutiny of Cuban applicants. What that means is, applications for jobs in healthcare, tech, and other industries now face longer processing times, more interviews, and honestly, higher rejection rates. Students and professionals who are seeking temporary or permanent employment are also dealing with delays. For example, a Cuban student hoping to do a paid internship in a US hospital might need to wait over a year for approval, or could even be denied, because of these stricter migration policies. So, in 2025, Cuban citizens really need to prepare for longer waits and much stricter processes when applying for work opportunities in the US. So, when it comes to Laos, Laotian workers are facing even more challenges in 2025, mainly due to political and administrative issues. The US tends to prioritize countries with strong labor cooperation and clear legal systems, and honestly, Laos doesn't fully meet those standards, which makes US authorities extra cautious. Most Laotian workers already in the US are in agriculture, hospitality, or service sectors. But, recent changes have tightened visa programs, making it much harder for new applicants to find jobs. Even skilled professionals with advanced education or special skills are now dealing with longer processing times, more interviews, and, unfortunately, higher rejection rates. For example, a Laotian chef hoping to work in a US hotel might have to wait months and deal with a lot of extra scrutiny, no matter how much experience they have. In short, Laos is one of those Asian countries where working in the US is extremely limited in 2025, and applicants really need to prepare for stricter documentation, longer waits, and fewer approvals. Now, let's talk about Myanmar. In 2025, Myanmar faces some of the strictest US work visa restrictions. The US has criticized Myanmar's government over how minorities are treated, and that's led to even tighter access for work visas. This means that professionals in healthcare, IT, and service industries are seeing longer processing times, way stricter documentation requirements, and honestly, more frequent denials. It's not just workers. Students and families are feeling the impact too. Because of all this, Myanmar citizens might need to look at jobs in nearby countries like Thailand, Malaysia, or Singapore. Remote work, international freelancing, and getting local certifications are also good alternatives. So, in 2025, Myanmar workers really need to plan ahead, build up their local skills, and, consider other pathways outside the US to keep growing in their careers. Alright, moving on to Pakistan, which actually faces the strictest US work restrictions among Asian countries in 2025. National security concerns have made US visa rules even more stringent for Pakistan, especially since certain activities are considered high risk. Skilled professionals in IT, healthcare, and technical sectors are now dealing with longer processing, more document checks, and unfortunately, higher rejection rates. Even those with advanced degrees or a lot of experience often can't land jobs in the US. Plus, temporary and trainee programs are pretty limited, so there are fewer career pathways available. For many, the best options might be looking for jobs in the UAE, Saudi Arabia, or Malaysia, or maybe exploring remote work or entrepreneurship. Focusing on globally recognized certifications, networking, and regional job markets can really help keep career growth on track. So Pakistan is the most restricted Asian country under Trump's policies in 2025, and strategic planning and flexibility are honestly essential for professional growth. So, to sum it up, these are the 7 Asian countries Trump may block from working in the US in 2025. Vietnam, India, Iran, Cuba, Laos, Myanmar, and Pakistan. Policies are stricter, visa approvals are taking longer, and employment opportunities are definitely more limited. Families, students, and professionals really need to plan carefully and consider other options, like regional employment, remote work, or international freelancing. Thanks so much for watching. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And hey, which country do you think should not be on this list? Go ahead and type your answer in the comments.